is what's going to be their first ban. It's going to be the Azir, as T1 immediately respond with the Varus.
And I wonder whether it will be Varus and the Aphelios both banned away first here by T1. It might be just Varus, Aphelios, Kalista taken off the board to make sure that Def does have to dig a bit deeper into that champion pool to try and work out what to play next. But of course, LeBlanc and the Azir to be taken away by DRX. Now the final ban is going to be a bit of a question mark, as last time it was the Varus because they were on red side. Not going to need to so much on the blue side. We'll see what they decide to go with.
DRX final ban has to come in. It's going to be the Akali actually getting banned away, and I think that's actually a really big red flag if you are a DRX fan, as Thresh is the final champion that gets banned by T1. And the reason that I say that about the Akali is mostly because we have seen her sometimes, and a lot of times that we have seen her, she hasn't been super problematic. There's been ways to control her. I mean, even in the last game, I don't think the Akali was something that necessarily caused them a lot of problems as a pick itself. I think that DRX obviously had other issues that were existing in that game. As now they're going to lock in the B1 Kalista, T1 responding R1 Senna.
Oh wow, and Teddy hasn't had the best games on the Senna so far. So we'll see whether this is going to be some sort of effort-centered decision, or whether Teddy's going to demonstrate to us that he's put some extra time onto this champion. Set did slip through the ban phase as well, so this could be Senna Set bottom lane just locked in for T1 if they'd like to. Does alleviate some of Set's problems in the support role. As now, DRX is going to lock in Taric and probably the Trundle, I would assume.
Taric would make sense unless this is going to be top Kalista, in which case they could try to take mages down bot again that are very good against Senna, and that might be a Ziggs bottom, but also Chovy is able to play the
really
Ziggs.
Good.
Yeah.
I think it was Def that debuted it this season, actually, as certainly is going to be leaving things very open for DRX as far as their interpretation, and it might mean that Canna is forced to pick something else towards the top side, and this set will have to be that support set that we were thinking about. Won't necessarily change the difficulties, but could certainly give Canna a better matchup into the Kalista. As that is Gragas locked away for Cuz likely, and that is it. So a lot of flexibility in the damage range between Faker and Canna this game as well. So we could have Faker on one of these AD mid laners potentially. Yasuo, always something worth thinking about when there is a Gragas.
Well, Gragas getting locked in is really scary. I know many people do consider him to be the best jungler in the meta, in just an all-around sort of a way, as T1, they're going to ban away the Morgana. And DRX now responding Tom Kench. Now,
I think Tom Kench Taric should be... Oh, wait, no. You don't have to ban the Taric. Maybe it's Tom Kench Maokai to try and deny the other two supports that you'd want to put with a Senna.
The thing about fasting Senna is that there's so many options that can actually go with her, even though in the LCK we've seen very limited amounts of pairings with her, but she's just so oppressive and obnoxious. As T1 now, they ban away the Taric. They're basically trying to deny the bread and butter of the Kalista Taric combo that we have seen all so often. But remember, that could still be a Kalista top or even a Kalista mid. It doesn't necessarily have to go bot lane, as Nautilus now gets banned away by DRX, and Jayce is going to be hovered and locked in.
All right, so it is going to confirm that either we've got a weird flex on the Jayce, or that set is indeed heading towards the bottom side of the map. DRX, we'll see what they do with this information. There's 10 seconds to go. That could be Chovy's Aatrox for the mid lane. We still won't learn too much about where champions are going in this draft. And now, Carrier, they do still need a support regardless of where any of these champions are going. So I love the added flexibility that this comp has. If they just lock in Alistair here, we just have no idea. I mean, the Aatrox could be top or mid. The Kalista could be AD or top, and then the Ziggs could be mid or bot. So, like, I don't know. That's a Jarvan. So it's looking like we're going to have a Trundle support, I believe, for the first time in the LCK for 2020.
Well, this is going to be pretty interesting, as I don't know what to think. I mean, we mentioned that DRX, they like to sin, and this team composition was birthed and baptized in hell. That is what I have to say to you, Atlas. That's... Well, T1...
we're going to get some switcheroo, and Chovy at the moment has the Callista. So don't know what that means, as it's likely that it's going to get swapped. Come on, 3 seconds to go.
Might be mid Callista.
Are we going to go last second swap for Callista bot lane?
No, it's going to be
not.
the
It's
mid
Callista mid. All right.
Yeah. So Callista. So a lot of people, they don't know about this. Now I do want to just break off and say that T1 yet again way more scaling on their team composition. The only thing that bails DRX out is that Ziggs. So we'll have to see what Def can do on it. Now, Callista originally...
4 Faker bans in the first round as well, and Faker still picks the Corki and was just as relevant in this game as he would have been with any of his other picks, in my personal opinion. Maybe not for LeBlanc, because that is, of course, his bread and butter. But this is where it all started to go wrong. When that 1 versus 2 was equalized by Canna, this play was amazing from Chovy. We know that Chovy is just really damn good, but it just didn't matter. He still went overly aggressive afterwards and threw that lead away.
From Chovy to Choki in the blink of an eye, as right here, Teddy and Effort collapsing down. Keria knows that, hey, I can't do anything here. And not a whole lot of things happening or going the way of T1, as Canna just has so much damage here. Pillar comes out, but it doesn't matter. They don't have the damage to end up killing him. And this was just a really nice collapse. Faker barely misses out on the ability to get Keria. They eventually turn their attention. They're right here, barely managing to escape. Canna with some fancy feet right here. Doran tries to flash, misses the first Q, misses the second one, tries to go for the third one, but Canna flashes right by it. So something out of a movie.
Yeah. And this was sick, actually, from Faker as well. Immediately gets the exhaust, Cuz always there with the fantastic casks. I think some of his defensive play this game was absolutely fantastic. More of that utility-style Gragas, but it's just showing you the versatility of this particular champion pick. And this is once again DRX just with a happy birthday T1 on the Baron.
Well, yeah, this was, I don't know what to say about this Baron by DRX.
Can you please break down this throw for me?
Was
their arm in the right position?
Oh, it was pretty good. I mean, DRX, they're not the Legends player. They also seem to be very adept at baseball and football. So,
나 뒤돌게. 나이스. 바텀으로 가면 끝나겠다.
예.
보스로 가자.
한번 맞아.
노플이야.
오케이, 보자. 잡자.
미안.
줬어.
미안, 끝내. 제발 끝내.
나이스.
파워 쳐주세요.
시간 많아.
웨이브.
강경하지 마세요.
네.
집중이 안 되지, 이렇게.
All too easy. Not